So apparently Tiim Pool has come to his senses on the whole Eliza Bleu situation, and magically, it's very convenient how Candace Owens, Ian Crossland, and Tiim Pool, all three on the same day, come to their senses about the Eliza Bleu situation. And I think it's extremely convenient how Tiim Pool and Ian Crossland both come to their senses on the same day that this stuff drops. A bunch of tweets, a bunch of videos of Eliza Bleu with other co-hosts from the Timcast IRL podcast from a couple years ago doing very, very weird things. You should go check out these videos for yourself. The thread is from Callie Mist. I find this video one of the worst ones. Here's Ian right here, and that's Eliza right next to him. I wonder what they were doing before she started hiding herself. And then she just goes right back to it.
Is that your foot on his thigh?
Yeah, I feel you. But then there's also this other video down here that I want to show just because it's funny. Like, what the hell? And she's also sitting on Ian's lap there, by the way. And it's very convenient how Ian, the day after all of these videos come out, he comes to his senses and he posts a big, long YouTube video talking about the Twitter censorship and trying to get on everyone's good side right after all of this comes out. And then we also have Tiim Pool, who the same day that Ian comes to his senses, he tweets this out because everybody got their videos banned. Everybody got their videos removed off YouTube because for some reason, all the people getting their Twitter accounts suspended, Brittany Venti is still suspended. All the people who were getting their images removed just for posting public images of Eliza Bleu, that wasn't good enough to convince him. But all of a sudden, whenever the YouTube videos start getting removed, and also all the policy violations, or privacy violations, sorry, sent out by Eliza Bleu to everyone who posted videos about her and had the World Star images in there, all of those videos getting those privacy violation complaints from YouTube Legal, that wasn't good enough for Tiim Pool to change his mind. But now, for some reason, whenever everyone gets their videos removed, that is enough to change his mind. It's very convenient. I just think it's very convenient how it's on the same day that these videos come out that prove the connection between Eliza Bleu and Tiim Pool. Because, dude, if she's just this open with everybody, like, I strongly implore you to go watch these videos if you haven't seen them. She just goes back and forth between Adam and Ian, just rubbing up on them, like hugging on them, touching their hair. And you can see Adam's even like really uncomfortable at times and like tells her, get away. And she just won't. She just won't stop. So I just think it's very convenient that that connection is finally made. Why Tiim Pool has been defending Eliza Bleu. And then magically the next day, Tiim Pool has come to his senses and he no longer thinks that it was a PR firm. He no longer thinks it was bots. Let's check out Tiim Pool's actual statement on the situation.
We're gonna dive headfirst into the shallow end with this next story about Eliza Bleu, Chrissy Mayer, and all the stuff that's been going on over the past week. And we'll be as candid as possible. I'm sure we'll piss some people off. But we have this tweet from Chrissy Mayer. For those that aren't familiar, Chrissy Mayer is a comedian and she hosts a podcast called Simpcast. And she's been on the show, I think a couple times, right? It's been a couple times. We've had her on the show before. And so there's been some controversy related to a guest we had recently, Eliza Bleu, and some censorship actions that she's been accused of, notably filing privacy requests against people who talk about her past work. And so here we have the story from Chrissy Mayer. She says, Eliza Bleu got 4 of my YouTube videos removed for showing a Fair and Balanced doc trailer, which featured 3 to 5 seconds of her public, at the time now removed, World Star hip hop video. Must be nice to have the power to rewrite history, then gaslight Twitter and YouTube into accepting it. Now, I'll say this outright. I said previously I'm uninterested in this. And I'll kind of, I think this got to the point where literally right before the show, I saw this tweet and I'm like, okay, guys, you got me. All right. Like, I'm starting to see and learn more that's having me question what's going on if YouTube videos are getting pulled. And we're hearing that a bunch of people actually had YouTube get.
Why is the YouTube videos where he draws the line? Like, I understand it's not, maybe it's because it's multiple platforms, but we've been trying to tell this dude and everybody else that this person is abusing the TOS, and I don't understand how she has the connections to do so unless she's FBI, which I think, her getting these YouTube videos removed, it strongly points towards her being FBI, allegedly. I'm not making any accusations. I think it strongly points towards her being an FBI informant. Let me know in the comments how much you disagree or agree with that. I think that's pretty much confirmed at this point, but like I said, allegedly, I don't understand what makes him change his mind completely about the YouTube videos getting removed. This is par for the course for her. This is how this situation has been going. Like, if I had to guess what was going to happen next in the Eliza Bleu controversy, it would have been this. So I don't understand why this is so mind-blowing to him that this would happen. We already showed you that Brittany Venti is still suspended. You know that Brittany Venti is still suspended. You know that a ton of people got suspended, like the quartering yellow flash. You know that people still have those images removed. And the only way they can get unsuspended is if they remove those images. You know this already. So why is this so mind-blowing to you?
Videos getting pulled. And so this clearly is an abuse of the system to a degree that we've not seen for a while now. It used to be in the early days of YouTube, there were attempts by political rivals to falsely flag and get people's content removed. And now it seems like we're seeing an uptick in this, particularly pertaining to Eliza Bleu. The first thing I'll say is, as it pertains to the issues related to me personally, you know, look, man, I say it a million times, I'm an arrogant shithead. And so don't come at me and yell at and scream in my face and think I'm going to bend the knee and do anything for you. And I will tell everybody right off the bat, we had this person on the show that I don't care too much about. I don't follow her career. I don't know much about her. And I don't handle booking. We've had her on the show 2 times. But all of a sudden, we found ourselves inundated with, and I'm not saying you guys.
You might not know much about her, but your co-hosts definitely know much about her. I'll tell you that.
Got to be very careful, because when I said that there was a PR firm running like 50 accounts, everyone started claiming I called literally the millions of people who are watching these videos bots. And I never said that.
Yeah.
But we got some very.
Also, the people that were yelling at him, because he's going to keep drilling home that victim card. Like, people were yelling at him, so he's not going to bow down because he's a victim and he doesn't want to bow down to the people who are suppressing him. But dude, the only reason people are yelling at you in the comments, the only reason people are yelling at you in the super chats and on YouTube videos like this one is because you refuse to address the situation as soon as it happened. If you just answered the super chats the first couple times they came in, there would be no reason to yell at you. You would have addressed the situation. But instead, you chose to ignore everyone who was sending in super chats. You ignored everyone who was telling you to comment on the situation because she had just been on your show like a week or 2 ago. And then people started yelling at you because it gets annoying, dude. It just gets old.
Gruesome. Gruesome is maybe not the right word, but let's just say, people crossed the line with what they were sending to us and the images they were posting of people. Easiest way to get me to be like, I will not give you what you want. But here's what I have to say about this. There are a lot of people who are genuinely concerned about what we're seeing in terms of what Eliza Bleu's done and her past work. And there's a big difference between those people and the very few people I am directly criticizing. The people who are posting just really awful photos and videos, sending awful things to us. And I want to make sure that people understand, because there's still this here's what I said earlier. Following the Project Veritas stuff, following, obviously the Crowder Daily Wire stuff, following these Republicans getting shot, I'm reading this. I have a source contact me. They say, we want you to read this letter, check this out. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to publish this. And I'm reading this and I'm like, yo, if all of this bad stuff is happening right now to various organizations and everyone's fighting with each other, yeah, that's it. Like, infiltrate, destroy, right? You make divide and conquer. Yeah, I'm not going to be all about that, right? So I said outright to Jeremy Hambley of the Quartering, look, I apologize. I don't want to be fighting with you.
I don't understand. I was saying this on stream last night. Yesterday in his video, he was saying that Jeremy is no different from Hassan and the Young Turks. So Jeremy is no different from those communist, socialist, leftist, like Hassan and the Young Turks. And yet he wants to apologize to Jeremy, the Quartering, because he doesn't want there to be infighting. What do you mean infighting? You just said that Jeremy was the same as the Young Turks and Hassan. I would assume that you don't think that you are in the same group of people as Hassan and the Young Turks. So what do you mean infighting? Why are you preventing infighting with Jeremy when he's on the side of Hassan and the Young Turks?
We agree on way too much for me to be bickering or complaining about something that is like one issue where, ultimately probably agree mostly on it, but there's like a personal issue that's making, me upset or something like that. When I'm looking at, we have another story we'll talk about in a minute, a woman saying that she used to work in gender affirmation for children, and now she's realizing how bad it is. I'm like, there's a lot more things that we all agree on that we need to be focused on. My biggest concern with all of this is, obviously censorship is bad, but if I'm going to get distracted and personally aggrieved or whatever, and that means infighting will erupt that takes us off mission, we're being played. We're being played. And so I'll say this to you right now.
No, we're not being played. We are not being played. That's not what's happening. You are being played, or you are playing yourself. Because you know the truth. You knew the truth the entire time. You knew that this wasn't a PR, firm or anything like that. You knew this wasn't a bunch of bots coming after Eliza Bleu and causing this Eliza Bleu controversy. You knew that the whole time. But now that those videos have surfaced, and I'm not saying it's 100% this, but I'm just saying it's very convenient that as soon as this video surfaced, or these videos surfaced, he changed his mind completely, did a complete 180. He knew the whole time, dude. He knew the whole time what the truth was, but those videos changed everything because now we have the connection. Now we know why Shane Cashman, now we know why Tiim Pool were defending Eliza Bleu, and now he does a complete 180.
When I came out with my video earlier and said exactly that, like, Jeremy, I shouldn't be fighting with you. I shouldn't be, that's not what we should be doing. That's not what I should be doing. So I apologize. Jeremy put out a video saying he apologizes. I have tremendous respect for that, and I sincerely apologize. There are still people trying to drum up this infighting, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. When all this starts, and I'm this guy who's sitting here like, look, man, I don't know anything about her. We booked her on the show because she's on Twitter and she's a prominent activist. I didn't know that people had beef with her, and I don't know what that beef is. We get people sending us, let me just say, like, videos that, photos and videos that I just think would make a dad, you know, like if a dad found out people were doing about his daughter, he'd end up in jail, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So you want to come at me and my friends with these really horrifying things, and I'm going to be like outright not getting anywhere near this. But
I don't really know what he's talking about. If people are like, I don't know what he's talking about, I'll be honest with you. But everything that I've seen that people post on social media, that people are getting banned for on YouTube and Twitter, everything that I've seen from Eliza Bleu, if that's who he's talking about, has been stuff that Eliza Bleu was proud of, that she created. She was paid and begged people to have her in these types of videos. She was paid and begged people to have her in that type of modeling. And she was proud of it, and she's caught on video and voice recording being extremely proud of it. So I don't know what he's talking about. If I was her dad, I would be very disappointed as well. But I don't know what that has to do with us.
But I genuinely and legitimately understand that's not most people. So I hope all of you understand that there are people still right now trying to get us to keep fighting. I'm not going to do it. I will outright say, especially upon seeing Chrissy Mayer get her videos taken down, I'm absolutely wrong about that. I was personally slighted, and that put.
He's such a victim, dude. He was personally attacked. I don't even know. I still don't know what he's talking about. But he's just such a victim, dude. And his judgment was just clouded because of how much of a victim he was.
Blinders on me. I don't want to fight with anybody. I will keep being an arrogant shithead, and I will say that. But I also recognize we shouldn't be fighting if we can avoid it, and we can focus on things that are more important. So the only thing I can say, just one last thought, is please keep an eye out for those who are still in the chat right now, desperately trying to get me to get angry and to fight with you guys when I'm saying, no, wait, man, like, we need to come together on this.
Yeah, I don't buy it for a second. I don't buy it for a second that Tiim Pool just randomly came to his senses on the same day that those videos surfaced. I don't buy it. Let me know in the comments if you buy it. I do not buy it for 1 second. I think that he 100% just did a 180. I think he knew the truth the entire time, and he was going to defend Eliza until those videos came out. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that he knew the truth the entire time, or do you think he's being genuine with this response? Let me know what you think about the whole situation. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video and all that good stuff. I hope to see you on the next one.